Genuinely, I hear what you're saying, but I need my money now. Capiche? You don't hang up on me. I hang up on you. Sorry, a little bit of the whole East End thing getting on my back. What can I say? Hello there, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother, Day 52. Only 12 days remaining.
Oh, no!
We're leaving. The subject gripping the nation and stacking those column inches is, of course, the budding romance between Paul, or Pablo, as he's known in Mexico, and Helen. Last week, they shared play fighting, an intimate dinner, and a great deal of flirting. But nothing happened. The nation is now glued to the screen. People are losing sleep. We wait for them to hurry up and get that mojo working. We can tell you that last night they spent the evening alone together in the den. So it would appear that Helen has gone from Big G to Big P. Take a look.
It's not sensitive though, are you? I am. My skin is really, really. I don't feel that at all.
A little bit. Not like you.
Yes, indeed. Nettles everywhere. But who's going to get stung? Later, I thank you. We speak to a psychologist about this whole situation. So, was Josh evicted because of the sex-mad British public? They wanted to keep Helen in, hoping that she and Paul would finally cop off. We'll find out what Josh thinks when he joins us live very shortly. Plus, my televisual wife, Margarita Taylor, and ex-Hollyoaks star Paul Danan on the show. Big Brother fans, both of them. Now, on Friday, Josh received the most votes this series, a massive 1,219,834. 84% of you inexplicably wanted him out. Yes, I said inexplicably. We spent a day behind the scenes for the 6th eviction show, and this is what happened.
We have just finished the second rehearsal for the 2 shows that will go out tonight. And Steve, the director, sorts all the problems that need to be sorted out for that one.
I'm just checking the weather at the moment, actually, because we're going to have all the housemates sit outside where they were earlier, but it's raining, so they're all going to go inside, so we've got to move all the cameras in the camera run to make sure we get shots of them. I'm also slightly worried about the audience as well, because we don't want them all dripping wet. And we don't want to be all dripping wet. I don't want to be all dripping wet, because I'm standing out in the rain at the moment. We're just waiting for the VTs to get here. There's little inserts we play, the head-to-heads and all the rest of it.
Elizabeth, how many faces have you got? You've got more faces than Big Ben.
That VT's a go.
That's the 8:30 show done, no problems.
Well done, everybody lovely.
Let's take the first question. Who would like to ask it?
Can I just say, I love the way that no one knew Josh was gay before he went in the house, but when he came in on the Friday eviction show, all his friends with shaven heads just came up to him and gave him a big hug. Bit of a giveaway. Not that myself is included in that. OK, Josh has had a day to recover and gets to grips with life in the real world once again. He'll be here soon, so our talking point today could only be, ask Josh, where was all this nocturnal activity he promised and what was really going on between him and Brian? Give us a call, 0870 901 9070, or email us littlebrother@e4.com. Now, we love to have Big Brother fans on the show, especially of the celebrity variety. And today we're blessed with two, unfortunately not for the price of one, lovely Margarita Taylor and Paul Denan. Enough of that out of you, smart girl. Welcome, guys. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Big fans, I know. I just hear it from you all the time. And I know you are. So, first up, Paul and Helen, what do you think of their flirting?
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it, really? Well,
we were having a bit of a gossip about this today. That holding hands thing, you know, in the dark. I'm sorry, if you've got a boyfriend back home, you're not doing that with strangers.
But the thing is, that's all over now, you know. The thing is, I feel that, you know, now Big G has said that he doesn't want to know anymore. I wish that Big Brother would just tell them that so they could get a move on and start doing things, because that's all Paul's worried about.
Yeah, but...
Who do you think's in a driving seat?
He's worried about getting his face smacked in.
Who do you think's in a driving seat?
Helen. Paul's
Helen, definitely.
I'm sorry, but he is.
Just been told to turn my cat backwards.
OK. But you see,
I'm not a rap star.
But you see, what I've picked up is that very much the sort of the tables have kind of been turned in the last time, and Helen's really seems quite keen on it.
She is keen, of course she is, and let them go for it. If there's chemistry, then go for it. Obviously, it wasn't that serious between her and Big G.
I'm not quite sure what's stopping them, actually. Is it the fact that there are cameras there? Does that really bother them? Or is she just feeling guilty about the boyfriend? I can't quite work out what that is.
I'm not sure if there is a place where there's no, you know, where they can do something without cameras.
Not really, no.
Unless Big Brother is going to reveal that, perhaps, later.
I can't say anything.
She said
2 more weeks. OK, how interested do you reckon Paul is? I mean, like you said, Helen's the most dominant one. Do you really think what do you think he's actually playing?
Do you know what I think? I don't even think he's playing. I think he's been in that house for so long, and to be honest, you know, he wants a bit. Helen's his favourite. He gets on really well with her, and he wouldn't mind something with her. Maybe he's not in love, but he wants a bit with her, and he's also scared because of the Big G thing. It's difficult, man.
But then, do you not also think the fact that he's been nominated 4 times...
It's like I've been put in a room maybe with Chaucer or, you know... it's like you should be writing sonnets here, baby.
You're just telling it...
Once of it.
Sorry?
If you were locked away with Helen...
it like a lad.
If you were locked away with Helen for 7 weeks...
If I was...
locked away with Helen for 7 weeks, you're single, yeah?
No, not at all. I mean, she's funny and she's quite, like, you know, outgoing. I think we'd get on well as mates, but no way, not my type whatsoever.
Who's your type in the house?
My girlfriend. I love my baby.
Wow.
Yeah, but she doesn't live in the
she's
Big
not in the
Brother
house. No, there was no one in the house, no.
OK, no one at all?
No one at all. No, she farts really horribly.
Who?
Emma,
yeah.
Lifts her leg up.
Didn't fancy any of them.
Not
even the girls, no.
Did you have the whole thing when Josh first came in, where you just like...
Well, the physique was attractive, I mean, we can't deny that, but then we did get to see it lots.
Yeah.
And lots.
OK, now, with Josh in mind, are you surprised he was kicked out?
No, not at all. Because everyone wants to see something happen between
They like
Paul and
Helen. You know, at the start, Helen I thought was a bit annoying and stuff, and now I think she's so sweet. I think she's really innocent and just quite a nice girl and a bit fun.
And she can make porridge and toast now as well.
Yeah, I can eat porridge. I can eat porridge.
Would you have nominated Helen on the strength that she's always serving you porridge? You said sorry.
What if I was in there?
Into the diary. I'm sorry, but
I don't know.
porridge
No,
is
I'd just try and opt for toast. I'd be the only one eating toast every morning.
Which might isolate you. That could be a gamble.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, the toast. I can't handle Paul because of the toast. The best moment you watched so far, guys. What is that?
The best moment.
Yeah, for you.
Oh,
that bit.
What was the best?
That was quite a cool little dance. I don't know where they got that from.
No.
What, Brian and Narendra?
Yeah, no, it was Josh and Josh and Dean, thank you. And then they did that dance and they were moving along and it was quite cool, you know. And I suppose when they're having a laugh, I think they're better when they're drunk, to be honest, and it's a shame that that's
true. Do you like
true.
to see Big Brother getting them more drunk?
No, not at all. I think it's enough. I think they're drinking well enough.
Yeah.
Josh's brother's like, oh, alcohol.
What about you?
My favourite moment was, it was a tiny little moment. It was where Brian was sitting down with Josh and they were having that meal.
Yeah.
And then Josh was out of the room. Do you remember this? And he went, it was that Titanic thing. He went, work from the outside in, outside in, outside in, outside in.
Yeah.
It was really sweet. It was like, I'm on a date and, you know.
He even referenced the movie. He said, I feel like your man out of Titanic.
I know, well, exactly, like he's playing to the camera.
Do you think?
Yes, I do.
Well, with that in mind,
everyone wants a film.
Who have you found most annoying?
Playing to the camera?
Well, you know, that's probably what annoying means when
Paul, man in the mirror?
They've really shown a lot about the mirror stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and to be honest, I didn't pick up too much on it until they really showed, you know, how many times he does it, and now I always watch what.
To be fair, I mean, to be fair to us, we just condense down what goes on a 24-hour basis. So you know, that's like a tip of the iceberg of how long Paul spends in front of the mirror.
Yeah,
but I'm starting to think
and that's
now,
like at least half a show for us.
You didn't notice it before it was pointed out, but now
and now you watch it all the time. Exactly, man.
If you've been in the house, how long do you think you guys would have lasted?
Not very long.
No. Do you think you'd have had a couple of litres of old cider, Paul, and you'd like be trying to scale the walls?
Well, I don't know about how long I've been lasted of people voting me or me wanting to stay.
I think people voting you.
People voting me. I'd hope that I'd be able to stay in there quite a bit, but I suppose I might get, you know, I'm quite a happy person, but I would get a bit depressed as well. I can be one extreme to the other.
Yeah, sure.
And if I didn't get on with people, it would make me down. I want my mates. Do you know what I mean?
And you're in show business. What about you?
Insecure man.
Never gone in, ever.
Really?
No amount of money.
You wouldn't do it?
Never.
No
Why?
celebrity people.
Never.
No, you don't need
I
to.
said no. I said the first time round, I think people are crazy for going in, and I don't understand why people have gone back in. But I'm absolutely hooked, and I feel ashamed to know everything that's happening in that house.
I'll make a living out of it. I'll be that ashamed. And who do you think will win?
Helen or Brian, but a girl's never won, have they?
It's only been done once.
I'd like to. Well, all around the world though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really?
The other countries.
Apparently so.
Okay,
Is that right, Gallery?
Who knows the facts?
Around the world, around the world.
I believe that's true. I've heard that. It's not the first time I've heard that. I can't substantiate a bit. What about you, MT?
Brian's going to win.
Tell us all.
Do you want Brian to win?
Sorry?
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
Helen now, actually.
Brian or Helen. Helen would be nice to win because she'd be so happy. She'd feel so like, wow, I've won something I've never won anything in my life.
It would change her world forever.
It would be amazing. The whole of Wales would be like,
Top stuff, guys. You're with us all show. Our talking point today, quite simply, is Ask Josh. Give us a call. 0870 901 9070. 0870 901 9070. Any question you have for the Josh Meister. After the break, he is here. But first, Margarita and Paul reenact a classic Helen and Paul moment. To camera one.
do you know what, right?
Yes, Paul.
I quote my life
Yeah.
like a pop star, right? I'm like a pop star. I am all my life. That's what it's about. I feel like that. Yeah.
Order! Order! For just a second. Thank you. The Big Brother's Little Brother court has gathered to hear eviction case number 6, the People versus Josh. For the prosecution, we have Miss Margarita Taylor, and aiding Josh today with the defence, we have Mr. Paul Denan. For the record, can the defendant please state his name?
Yes, Your Honour. My name is Josh Rafter. I'm evictee number 6 from the Big Brother house.
Thank you very much. Mr. Josh, could you please take the book in your right hand and swear you've read it from cover to cover whilst in the house?
This is the book, I believe, in question,
Yes.
and I'd just like to swear honestly, I never read it. I looked at the pictures.
Interesting and dubious. Now then, you're here to answer the charge set against you, the charge being deception. Are you accused of deceiving the public? How do you plead?
Definitely not guilty, Your Honour.
Feisty. Prosecution. Your case, please.
Your Honour. Thank you. Mr. Josh, 15 days prior to entering the Big Brother house, you offered us a guarantee. And I quote, I bring you nudity. Nocturnal activities, and naughtiness.
Oh, I heard that.
Excitement, enthusiasm, and the jury will agree, energy. Did you not say that, Mr. Josh?
Objection! Objection!
Well, I have to say, it's what normally goes on in chambers, but carry on.
Objection, Your Honour. As Mr. Josh's counsel, I should believe that is not relevant to the time in the house.
Mr. Paul Denan, objection overruled. Carry on.
Thank you, Your Honour. I put it to you, Mr. Josh, that you have failed most miserably in your guarantee.
I actually totally disagree. I came in late. They thought I was a spy. They'd bonded. They were friends already, and it was difficult to get to know him to start with. And within a few days of being there, they shouted me down.
Well said, Josh.
Would you like to look at Exhibit A?
Yes.
Let's look at Exhibit A.
Okay, I wish to further add...
Please welcome Joshua!
Nasty, nasty boy, nasty, nasty boy. Rolling, rolling.
I'm doing that.
I hope the court noted naked flesh there. Yeah. I think you'll agree, Your Honour, that Mr. Josh is indeed game for a laugh. Oh. Aren't you, Josh?
I'm indeed, yes, yes, Your Honour, definitely.
I would, if you will, Your Honour, like to call evidence which suggests to the contrary. Let's take a look. And if that wasn't enough, there was also this.
Ding dong. Ding dong, yeah.
2 double sixes. See?
20 and 5. Double 6. No. Yeah. And a 1.
Yes, riveting.
Your response to this evidence, Mr. Josh Rafter?
I'd just like to say, the books were non-interesting, but they passed the time in moments.
Yes.
I did bring nudity. I debagged Brian on several occasions. And I did bring enthusiasm. There was the volleyball, but maybe I was a tad too competitive, I do believe. And I did laugh a lot. I did laugh a lot, and it's better to laugh and be loud than be sorry and sad.
It was his personality, okay? He came in there.
Yes.
And
I wasn't me. I wasn't the real me.
No, but
if you did know all the interesting and lively characters, they got nominated out.
Yes, backgammon, riveting.
Really?
Riveting.
Interesting. I don't think there's any need for that, is there? Okay, I would now like to present to you Exhibit B. Evidence of my client interacting with other housemates, bringing both excitement and a little naughtiness.
Then grab the left wrist and push up. 2. Hold the top and crunch. 3.
Good luck, Buddha. Good lad.
8. 9. 10. Okay, guys, stretch out.
Can the prosecution please now give its closing statement?
Well, to surmise, Your Honour, I would like to suggest that Mr. Josh is all talk, no action, all mouth and, dare I say it, Gucci trousers.
Dear Lord.
Really?
Can the defendant please defend yourself once more?
Yes, I will indeed. I will say the Gucci trousers were never worn. That has to be honest. And also say I bought you the drinking games, but there was no alcohol. I did my best. I tried to encourage enthusiasm, and I did do nudity. Shower. Did you see the shower shot? Yeah.
Missed that, Josh.
In there. So all round, I think I brought a lot. Maybe not 100%, but I think about 90%.
Paul, is there anything you would like to add? Please say yes.
To definitely add to that, OK? Now, Josh went in there, obviously, as he says, 2 weeks late, OK? 2 weeks into the show. He might not have bonded with everyone. He got a bit, maybe paranoid, maybe just wanted to be by himself, reading his books, and... Don't yawn at me, for God's sake. OK, I just second everything Josh says, and I really think you should leave him alone.
Miss Taylor.
Thank you.
Your Honour, sir.
That's contempt of court.
I do apologise, but the
you shall hold down your working class shenanigans over there also.
She yawned.
It's time.
It's not surprising.
For my ponderings, deliberation is to come to a conclusion as I deliver the sentence.
Yes.
There is evidence, albeit minor, of enthusiasm, of energy, of excitement, of naughtiness, and of partial nudity. No evidence, however, of nocturnal activity. Therefore, I do not have my satisfaction guaranteed. It matters not to me, Josh Rafter, whether you've lost $1 million or gained $1 million. What you promised to get in there to beat Anne and Natasha was that, and that did not suffice. However, you have shown remorse for your crime, and therefore 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I give you a suspended sentence. The court rests.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Paul and Helen, are you getting it together or what? If you're going to get it on with Paul, there is no point. Have you seen him?
Mental.
Yeah, I'm Paul. You're right, yeah. He thinks he's God, he's not. He's just some stuck-up London ponce.
I've lived my adult life like what I would consider an international pop star.
This week there was a very weird incident when Elizabeth suddenly started telling Dean about how to drink wine.
Should I say something? When you're pouring wine, you should always leave an inch.
Should
from
you?
the top.
Now, I know Dean's from the north, and therefore probably these people do need to be told how to drink wine. Well, I've got a theory. I think that she's Satan.
I fancy Dean because he's kind of got that je ne sais quoi about him.
Yeah.
He looks like quite a few people I know.
I feel we've probably had different upbringings.
Helen, she is just totally not on this world, not in this planet.
That's just Helen living in Helen's little land.
Oh my God! I'm from Wales.
I think I'm the only Welsh person who's been in here, and it's fantastic.
Elizabeth, how many faces have you got? You've got more faces than Big Ben. You said you were going to leave Paul alone.
I really feel like he needs a week off.
You go straight into that diary room, and what do? You vote for him.
I want to give him a week off, but that's a stupid thing to say because I am nominating him.
Brian, I think you're being very bitchy to Josh.
Who's the bitch in the kitchen? Oh, it's Josh.
And I used to like you, but I don't like you anymore.
I buku love that diary room. Survivor diary room number 10. Big Brother diary room number 1. OK, our talking point today is Ask Josh. Anything you'd like to ask Josh, why don't you give us a call? 0870 901 9070. 0870 901 9070 is here to answer your questions very, very soon. You've seen him already. He did a very good job of defending himself. Let's see if he can do that for you, the general public. Ask Josh is our talking point. But first, Margarita and Paul reenact another classic Helen and Paul moment.
No, right, honestly, right, I think we should have sex, right? But I can't, can I? Because I'm worried about Big G. What if he smacks me when I come out the house?
Oh, don't worry.
No, but I want it. You know I
Big
want you.
G.
You know I want you, don't you?
Oh.
Don't you? Yeah?
Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. Delighted to be joined by Josh Rafter. How's Josh? How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming on. Last week was quite mad because we do our very best, I think, to give as much of an impartial view as possible, even though I'm sure your brother wouldn't agree with this.
No, he doesn't.
We've got him on tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I think he's coming in tomorrow, yeah.
I'm
a bit protective,
expecting a bit of a tongue lashing from him. But it just seemed that, you know, as much as we could do to try. I mean, we did run a VT, a clip, you know, the day before Helen went out.
Yeah.
Or the day before you went out, just saying all the stupid things that Helen has said. And people just wanted Helen in there.
Oh yeah, totally.
Probably to go off with Paul.
Yeah, don't blame
Why is that?
Oh, one, she's really innocent. I think she's the only character in there that's her true self. There's no sort of barriers. There's no pretend. What you see is what you get with Helen, and she's just full of life and full of sparkle. And I think the romance and the budding thing between the two, you know, it's an excellent viewing thing. So they kept her in there.
And to be fair to Big Brother as a whole, that's obviously, if there's nothing else going on in the house, that's obviously the thing we're
completely, totally.
Concentrate on.
It was the dinner. The dinner kicked off. I think a few glasses of wine. She became even a bit more, you know, into him. And she's just having a good time, having a really good time. And I think, you know, I think she's got a bit of a soft spot for him, to be honest.
How did you find that dinner?
The dinner for me was awkward. Yeah. It was awkward, but it was my chance to sort of get Brian there and shut him up a bit and make him squirm.
All right, all right, well, we'll get on to that in a minute. But, I mean, this whole Helen and Paul thing, who do you think's in control there?
I'd have to say I think Paul's in control, and I think to be honest, he's playing a game, and I think she's going along with it, and she's so naive and so innocent and so bubbly that she's got a soft spot for him, and I'm really scared that she doesn't get hurt, because for him I think it's a game, it's part of the contest, and you know, and he wants to win and get through there, so I just say, Helen, watch out, really. Yeah,
I mean, you know, in light of the fact that the papers, or you know, when Davina interviewed on Friday, you thought Paul was quite stupid, and you said he was a bit of an idiot. I mean, do you think that Paul's capable of playing those games?
I think, yeah, he is stupid. He's a little bit not all there. I mean, he keeps spotting UFOs in the sky and things like that. But I just think he's a little bit crafty. I wouldn't say he's clever. I think he's crafty. And he has been nominated 4 times. I do give it to that. He's gone through absolute hell, and a marvellous thumbs up for doing that. But at the same time, I know why he was nominated 4 times. He's very difficult to live with, and he's just awkward.
Do you think he'd look twice at Helen in the real world, or
no? No, not at all. No, I think we've already seen that where she has she's sort of approaching him now and saying, "Listen, I do like you," and he's like backing off and saying no. You know, he knows what he wants. I think he wants to come out and be a free agent, to be honest. I think he thinks he's going to win, and just hope Helen goes through, pulls through.
Yeah, I mean, in light of the fact that, you know, when you got nominated, you said that it was quite difficult for him, but when you got nominated, how was it for you? Because, you know, I've been watching the E4 coverage a couple of times, and you were up till 2 sort of reading, and it must have been a bit of a bane on your thoughts, I guess, was it?
I think what happens when you get nominated distracts you. That's all what happens. You're normally doing your tasks and you're getting on with things, and then as soon as you get nominated, it distracts you, and your mind starts spinning off all sorts of things, what's going to happen on the outside, do you know what I mean? And I actually knew I was going to be nominated eventually. I was last in the house, and when it comes down to the final few, they know each other better than me. So, you know, I was expecting it. I was expected to be nominated, and then going up against Helen, come on, she's fab, she's fun, and she's one of the last characters in there that's keeping it alive.
And with, like, the whole Paul thing, because there was an instance, there was a horrible moment, actually, when Paul said something, and I have to say it, quite frankly, idiotic, and it was, you know, whether you were deceiving the girls into believing you were gay or something. I mean, do you think Paul was threatened by you?
Well, it's funny, the thing is, he kept wearing my clothes. He had my jeans, he had my shirts, he kept wearing my clothes the whole time.
If I had a chance, I'd be wearing your clothes. They're fantastic. What are you talking about? But did he ask you?
I don't know, what?
If you could wear your clothes?
Oh, no, he did ask me. Yeah,
I was going to say, you're just waking up and going,
the big date...
That's my jumper.
That was my shirt on the big date with Helen, it was all my clothes, do you know what I mean? So it's interesting. I mean, he sort of had this thing, I think he was a little bit threatened, especially when I first arrived, and then when I announced the big thing that I was gay, I think they just went a little bit like that. So
they were all gutted. I mean, I'm not bigging you up, but all the girls were. We ran a clip about 3 or 4 times where, you know, them saying, if you could sleep with any girl, what would it be? I think you said Amma.
Yeah, I did.
And Helen's face just dropped, and Narinda was just. Okay, now, what in your mind went wrong with Brian?
What, me and him, I suppose you mean? Well, I think what happened is... friendship. Oh, no, it's great. I mean, I came in late, and I think, you know, he is life and soul. He's very, very popular, and he's very funny. And suddenly, another person coming in and being gay, I think I was on his territory. I was treading on his toes slightly. He went quiet for 2 days, really quiet. And everyone said, oh, Brian's gone strange. And then on the Wednesday on his birthday, he just let rip into me. And that I found strange. I found that really hard because...
The irony being that the only one person that had a problem with you was the other gay person.
The other gay person. And he just said things like, you know, I didn't want you in here, I've got nothing in common with you, and I'm not moving beds for you and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, I've just been voted in, Brian, give us a chance. So it was difficult. It was all right, though.
Was there ever a moment when you thought, no, I can actually get on with this. I can meet this guy after Big Brother and we could be mates?
No, I think we will. No,
really?
The last few days, we're talking about it, and he's promised me dinner, to buy me dinner, so we'll see that. I said outside this would be fine. I reckon if we went in at the beginning together as well, we'd have bounced off each other. I just think came in late, he'd bonded, he's life and soul of the party, so, you know, it's a bit difficult for him.
OK, now in a moment we'll be finding out how much you really remember from your time in the house, but first, let's take a final look at you and Brian in action.
Not the rude bit, please.
Is it Brian?
Hi,
Sorry
Josh.
I'm late, Brian.
You're running behind.
Hi, I'm Josh. Nice to meet you.
You too.
How are you?
I'm okay. This smells...
They served already?
Yes, you're very late. I was slightly embarrassed sitting here on my own. Oh my God! Your willy's hanging out. Brian, thank you very much. Oh, it's tiny. That's dead sexy, actually, so I like that one. He portrays me some sort of evil demon to the world.
No, twisted, vile person.
I'm not twisted. Who's the bitch in the kitchen? Oh, it's Josh.
Isn't it lovely when the people go to the tubes?
My doggy! My microphone! Ow! Josh, I'm warning you. Josh,
that
please.
Wasn't funny.
Stand by. Haha, Mr. Raptor. He's hurting me!
No, not. Guess it's time for the Superfan Quiz, Superfan Quiz, Superfan Quiz. Superfan Quiz? Hello, good eye. OK, yes, indeed, it's time for the Superfan Quiz. After the stupendously successful quiz the last 2 weeks, we're giving you, the third privileged fan, the chance to pit your wits against the new evictee, ergo expert, Joshua. Delighted to be joined by Yasmin. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yas, why? May I call you Yas?
Yes, do.
The only way is up, baby. Why are you the biggest Big Brother fan on earth ever?
Because it's all I watch and it's all I talk about, especially while Josh was in it.
You must actually watch other stuff.
I'm going to lose. No, not really.
You must talk about other stuff.
Never, no.
Step away from the girl, I repeat. Step away from the girl. OK, now, he may have entered the Big Brother house later than the house notes, but he knows his stuff. Of course, you're up against Josh today. The rules are simple. We have 4 rounds. Buzz in when you know the answer. The winner gets this. Yes, I believe I said this, Phil. Genuine Josh and Peck's T-shirt. Hard as ice. OK. Yeah, right. OK, winner gets the T-shirt. Let's test the buzzers, if you would, yeah. Lovely.
Oh, nice sound.
That's going to be so problematic.
Interesting.
Really bad. Okay, first round. What happened next?
All right.
Let's take a look. Scene in the house.
Just to buzz in.
What happened next? Yes, buzz in.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
How much did you lose?
Oh, he's jumped.
So I don't know.
Who was that?
Was it me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think she then picked up the spaghetti and put it back into the pot.
Josh,
in the sink.
Let's take a look if you're correct. What happened next?
How much did you lose?
Oh, he's jumped.
So I don't know. We'll have to find out.
The food was bad.
Like in full view of everybody. Em, if you're watching, you dirty scuzzer. Okay, 1 point to Josh. Okay, second scenario in the house. What happened next?
Yeah, of course I'm joking.
Ooh, that's a toughie. Give me a clue.
I haven't a clue, Josh, sorry.
You have to win, Josh. You don't be giving me clues. Any ideas, guys?
Go on, have a guess.
Any ideas whatsoever?
Say they fell over or something. I don't know.
Just take a guess.
Go on.
They fell over.
She's good. I'll give her that. No.
I'm joking.
Okay, as you can see...
How did I forget that one?
How did you forget that one? Okay, at the end of the first round, Josh has 1 point.
Oh,
close. All you singers, all you do is watch, eat, sleep and breathe, Big Brother. You haven't got any points? What are you doing?
I haven't started yet.
Okay, let's see if you can get into your swing right now.
Give me a
Second
chance.
round, general knowledge. We quite simply have 10 questions. You just buzz in when you know the answers. Starting from... No cheating. Start from now. How large was Brian's waist when it was measured on Monday? Yes.
28.
34.
34 is correct answer. Oh, you all talk, you, aren't
He's
you?
better than me.
Okay, where is Dean from?
Birmingham.
Birmingham's correct.
Oh!
Okay, what name did Paul give a moth? What name did Paul give to a moth he found in the garden?
Veronica.
No.
Gertrude.
Monty, inexplicably. Question 4. How many boys and how many girls entered the Big Brother house on day 1?
10. 5 of each, sorry.
Yes, I'll accept that. Okay.
Me?
Just checking, does that work? Yes, it does. Okay.
Slow.
What did Dean's band T-shirt say on it? This is a toughie.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Game with L. How's that count?
No, it was the Gameford Files.
Oh, right, I got that one wrong.
Who did Amma say would make a good stripper?
Paul.
No.
Helen.
Yes. Okay. Question 7. When did the housemates receive their shopping?
Monday.
No.
Shopping?
Yeah.
Actually received it?
Yeah.
Friday.
You can't do it again. You had one chance.
I was reading a book.
Okay, lovely. Question 8. Who helped Elizabeth make ice cream but forgot to freeze the mixture overnight?
Elizabeth.
No.
Paul.
Yes, it was Paul. Okay. How is Elizabeth going to help Elizabeth?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, question 9. How much did the group gamble on their CPR task?
60.
Yes, congratulations.
Wasn't even
yeah,
there.
very strong.
That's
okay.
not fair.
And lovely. Who is married to Vanessa?
Dean.
Yes, congratulations. Okay, at the end of that round, I believe the question. Oh yes, 4 all. Very exciting. Okay, round 3.
Here we go.
Who are they talking about? Take a look at this. Buzz in when you know.
I think he feels that he's got to kind of assert himself. But the way he asserts himself, I find quite...
Me. Josh.
Okay.
What?
Buzz in again. Thanks.
Josh.
Who was just talking about? No, it wasn't Josh.
I think it is... Let's have a go. I don't know. Paul?
Yes, it was Paul. Congratulations. 1 point to Josh. Okay.
Was
Second
a
part
guess,
of round 3. Okay. Who is Brian talking about?
I'm going to say you take off your blanket because it annoys me.
Amma.
It was Amma, absolutely. How did you get that unbelievably easy clue there with the whole orange blanket there?
I didn't get it.
Congratulations. Okay, at the end of that round, I believe it is 5 all. Okay.
Oh!
Lovely. Okay, general knowledge now. I need 60 seconds on the clock, please. Thank you very much. At 5 all, we have 60 seconds on the clock.
Right, good luck.
All you have to do is get as many questions right as possible. Buzz in when you know the answer. Start from now. Thank you. How old is Brian?
23.
Yes, yes. How is electricity generated in the Big Brother house? Yes.
Solar panels.
Yes, indeed. Okay, name one of Brian's teddies that he brought into the house. Josh.
Mr. Cow.
Yes, indeed. You could have also had Mr. Bear.
Mr. Bear.
What style of music did Paul have to dance to in the dancing task? Josh.
Country and Western.
Country and Western is correct. Who hurt her false fingernail whilst playing volleyball? Josh.
Elizabeth.
Yes, it was Elizabeth on day 35. Applied knowledge. What did Bubble eat in his record-breaking attempt? Ooh, yes.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn indeed. What meat did Elizabeth admit to eating while she was travelling in India?
Dog.
Dog is correct.
Well
on day
done.
29.
I didn't even know that one.
What did Elizabeth leave in the diary room by mistake on Friday morning? They wouldn't be happy about it.
My cider.
Your cider indeed. Okay, lovely. That is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my! Tiebreaker. We have a tiebreaker at 9-all. Okay, I believe we have a bonus point here. Tiebreaker. One of you has to buzz in as quick as possible. Whose body part is this?
Brian.
No.
Oh.
Can we take a look at it one more time?
Oh. I know it. Elizabeth.
Take a look.
I know who it is. It's Helen.
Lovely.
She's got a win. She's got a win.
In theory, this could last forever. Next question.
I don't want my t-shirt back.
Gets a t-shirt. It's your t-shirt anyway.
I don't want it back. There's no
about 5 of them.
Gone.
Okay. Which dead pop star's name does Helen have on a t-shirt?
Elvis.
Elvis is correct. Lovely.
Well done, well done.
Congratulations. You'll be given this the minute we come off air and
Lucky
not the
you.
second before. Join us after the break when you get to chat with Josh. See you in a minute. Hello there, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. We always like to break new talent on this show, and right now is no exception. A brand new house producer for us, lovely Tess. Hello Tess, how are you?
Hello.
Excellent, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. Firstly, the question we always ask on a Sunday is post-eviction blues. How are the housemates coping without Josh Meister?
Very well. I mean, I think the dust has settled, the evictions happened, and as always, the group kind of has to kind of reform again, and I think that's happened now. They all seem very up, very happy. They've got their weekly task, and they've also got today's sausage-making task.
Is it normally the Saturday when they feel slightly more down? I mean, I was watching yesterday on the streaming, and there is that kind of, I guess, coupled with the weather, there is that kind of sense that when someone leaves, I guess all the different relations are kind of, you know, jarred and so forth until they re-gel.
Yes, and especially now we're down to a group of 5. It's even more noticeable. I think when there were 10 and someone left, maybe it wasn't, they got lost in the shuffle. Now we're down to 5. You really, really notice the difference in there, and that's what they've been saying as well to each other and to Big Brother. OK, so what about this new task? Tell us about that. Well, the task they've been set is playground games, and they are having a bit of difficulty, and they've admitted as much. Especially the double Dutch skipping is causing them some. No one's really mastered it well, and
what
they're
exactly
worried.
do they have to do? I mean,
what they have to do is they've several different playground activities, including hula hooping, pogo sticking, jumping on a bouncing ball across the grass, and also double dutching using 2 skipping ropes.
That's tough.
And they have to do that for 15 seconds.
That's tough. We Papago rappers used to do that. I remember quite distinctly. And even then, they found it quite difficult.
They're finding it difficult, and they say they're embarrassed and reckon kids are probably laughing at them.
Yeah, well, that's probable anyway. So, and what about in relation to the task? When does it actually resolve itself?
They will be tested on that on Wednesday. In the meantime, they've been set another mini task today, which was making sausages.
Lovely.
They had to make 24 sausages themselves, which they did successfully, and they've now been given their reward for that.
Well, like, without the mince, I mean, they have to make their own mince and stuff?
No, they were given a kind of sausage mix.
Okay.
And they had to then, using an old-fashioned sausage grinder and with the sausage skin, produce these 24 sausages themselves, which they only just did in the nick of time.
So what's Big Brother giving them for that?
Big Brother's given them a good old-fashioned British barbecue.
Lovely.
And maybe we'll even have rain to go with it as well.
With beer?
So, yes, with beer.
Lovely. And lastly, and very briefly, Helen and Paul, what's been going on with those two?
Well, the flirting continues today. Yesterday, we believe Paul might have said he loved her, but we're just analysing it to see if it was jokey or not.
Yeah,
we're not quite sure. Big Brother spoke to him today in the diary room, and he said he is worried about outside world, Helen's boyfriend, Big G.
You can see them on the streaming, I believe.
But he had to confess that he had feelings for her.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. OK, thank you very much, Tess. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. OK, well, that's what one of the experts thinks that works here 24/7. Right now, a professional expert. I'd like to be joined by Jeffrey Beattie, a psychologist here. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
You look very well. Have you been on holiday?
I haven't.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, you look fantastic. OK, Paul and Helen, what have you picked up lately?
The whole nature of the relationship seems to have changed dramatically in the last few days. There were a whole series of impediments to stop them really getting together. There were housemates which inhibited what they seemed to want to happen. And of course there's this omnipresence of Big G on the outside world, but the nature of the flirting, the frequency of it, and the quality of it seems to have changed dramatically. And
what way?
Well, it's. I kind of watched them a few days ago when they were having that romantic meal together. And it sometimes seemed to me that they were more interested, or Paul was more interested in telling Helen about himself than kind of genuinely flirting with him. And if you watch this non-verbal communication at that time, it was more to kind of fix the conversation. And I thought here were two people who weren't really getting together. But over the last few days, I think things are changing subtly in subtle and not so subtle ways. And I think those who watch the programme tomorrow night are in for an interesting bit of analysis, because we've statistically looked at the frequency of the flirting since the programme began. And the frequency's gone up dramatically, and suddenly it looks as if something real and genuine and emotional is happening there.
Yeah. I mean, the strange thing, and what I ask many people, or what many people ask me, is, who is really in charge of that relationship at the moment? I mean, and who do you think it is?
I think they'd both like to be in charge, but I think that's been part of the problem, actually, because it almost seems as if each of them wants the other one, but only on their terms.
A lot of that going around.
But as I say, there's a bit more reciprocation going on now. The flirting's mutual. They're doing it at the right times, whereas before it was almost as if they were flirting past each other some of the time.
Jeffrey, I hope we get a chance to talk to you again before we finish. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. OK, our talking point today, quite simply, thank you, is Ask Josh. Ask Josh, give us a call right now. The lines are still open, 097090770, 0870 901 9070. We should have...
Yay!
Hello there, we should have Lisa from Harrogate online. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Dermot.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm very nervous. I can't imagine what it must feel like for you being sat there.
I'm more nervous, so don't worry.
Look, I'm more nervous than the two of you put together, let me assure you. What's the talking point? What question would you like to ask?
Right, my question is, who do you think is the most devious member in the house?
Good question.
Oh, that's a very good question, actually. That's a tough one. I don't think anyone's really devious, but I think you could say someone's playing a game, and it's Paul. I have to say he's being a little bit devious with Helen, and I just think she's got to watch herself. He's playing a crafty game.
Who do you think, Lisa?
Oh, I think Elizabeth's extremely sly,
Really?
devious.
Now,
oh, that's interesting.
This is very interesting, because so many of the housemates have come out adore Elizabeth, and yet the public aren't especially keen. A lot of people ring in and say this. Why do you think?
Well, I think that us, the viewers, actually have the luxury of being able to see all of Elizabeth's faces. I think she's very two-faced. She seems very there for you and very, the matriarch of the household. But we get the luxury of watching it, on the coverage, and we can see how two-faced she is.
I'm sure Elizabeth's family would have something to say about that. But what do you think of Elizabeth?
I actually quite liked her, I'll be honest. I know she wasn't liked out here, but she is sort of a calming influence in the house, and it does need that at times. I mean, and to be honest, she's the only one that sort of saw that I wasn't having a good time with it. I wasn't myself, and she sort of noticed that.
To it,
So she came and sat with me. So I sort of thumbs up for Elizabeth, and I know she's not popular.
No, it's cool. Bruce from Dorset. Hello, Bruce.
Hiya, Dermot.
How you doing?
All right, thank you. Are you all right?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Ask away, mate.
Hiya, Josh.
Hi, Bruce.
Hiya. My wife fancies you, by the way. I'm phoning on behalf of my wife.
I hope you're not too big. You're not going to hit me, are you?
No. If you could steal an item from the Big Brother house, what would it have been?
If I could steal an item?
Yes.
Oh, crikey, that's a really good question. What could I steal? How about Brian's thunder? But seriously, steal something from the house? I'm not sure, really. I'm quite glad to be out here at last. I think I'd steal one of the chickens, actually. It sounds scary, but Zena's an evil chicken, and she's got a real character, so I'll take Zena with me.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Bruce. Okay, I've a couple of emails. Josh, I thought you were great in the show, really admired your reasons for doing Big Brother. Do you read as much in real life as you did in the house, or is it because you had so much more time in the house? That's from Melanie Brown. Don't know whether that's actually the real Mel B. Who's to say?
I actually didn't read that much, actually, guys. I kept picking up people's books and they weren't really happening for me, and I just kept putting them down. I think...
Everyone at home's going, geez, that guy's such a bookworm.
I know. Do you know what I mean? I think I read one, maybe just. And the
Which
other
was?
I can't remember, actually.
Okay,
That's
cool.
how interesting it was. Do you know what I mean, Dermot?
Michaela should be on the line from London. Hello, Michaela. Hi,
Hi, Dermot.
You all right?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, Dermot. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Michaela.
How are you?
I'm all right, yourself?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good,
How do
good.
you feel about the large percentage difference between you and Helen?
I'm not surprised, to be honest. I mean, listen, she's absolutely fantastic, and I think she's wicked. I shouldn't say it, but I hope she wins. Her and Brian, between the two, hope one of them wins.
Oh, it's really sweet.
So-
Please can I have yours and Dermot's autograph?
Yeah, sure.
Michaela, this is the first time it's ever happened to me.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously, I feel like I'm on Blue Peter. This is fantastic. Thanks a lot, Michaela. All right.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Trisha from Leicester. Hi, Trish.
Hi there.
You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Sorry for the over-familiarity of Trish there, but I just feel we've connected already. Go for it. What's your question?
Josh, your culinary skills were renowned in the house, yeah?
Really?
Everyone loved your bread and your rock cakes and couldn't get enough of them, and often said how tasty they were. Was this due to your secret ingredients?
Well, Trisha, that...
We were surprised no one else has picked up on the fact yet that between kneading and mixing, you always had one hand up your nose and the other in your pants. How tasty is that?
That was the added flavour, you see, there. To be honest, though, Trisha, I have never, ever baked or made bread in my life. And it wasn't until I went in there, I just sort of started doing it. I was the only one up in the morning, so I thought I'll have a go.
Lovely. Josh, thank you very much. You're with us all week. Guys, thank you very much as well.
Thank you, Dan.
You've been absolutely
Cheers.
delighted. We've only got a couple of seconds now. Please, if you would, just one last impression for us.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, really?
Oh, listen, Hel, I really want to just go for it. Forget Big G, forget everyone, all right? I love you, darling. Yeah, come on, let's have it! Let's have it!
We're going live to the house all night long. Cameras are rolling from 12:40. Now, if you missed West Wing this week, then your second chance is coming up in an hour. If you missed Ali too, well, that's just not good enough. It's up next.